mean, she invited me there once to do my podcast, and I'm forever thankful. And so and then we got Kane New. We got Kane New up here. This is the Dr. Sebi right here, man. All of the sea moss and all of those type of things. I'm not too familiar with it, but I'm gonna let him talk about it.
Peace and blessings, everybody. I want to thank Humble for allowing us to do this event tonight. Talk a little bit about mental health. As he said, my name is King Newt. I go by Trey Gardens. Born and raised here in New Haven, Connecticut. Uh, 41 years old. Glad to say thank God for that. Mental health. So we're going to talk a little bit about mental health.
Yes, hey guys. So, yes, I'm Ari. Uh, I just want to say why I became a mental health advocate. Um, just growing up, everybody have their own traumas, the different things that I went through in my life, sudden losses, um, different abuse growing up, and really learning how to deal with things that happened to me or things that I couldn't control to keep my sanity. Because a lot of us struggle with the balance of staying healthy mentally and continuing your life, right? And if you don't have that, then you do other things, self medicate and in the wrong ways. So that's how I became a mental health advocate, and we do the mental health fairs every year. Follow Mental Harmony Foundation on Facebook. No, just Mental Harmony on Facebook for the updates of the mental health fairs. And
Thanks, Ari. Little background about myself. Grew up here, Dwight Kissinger area. Uh, you go. Dwight Kissinger area. You know, like I said, 41 years old, so grew up in the 90s, early 90s, being a child. Went through a lot of, seen a lot of stuff. Went through a lot of stuff. I don't really want to get into too much of that because kind of past that. But I will say, I got into mental health because three of my best friends committed suicide at different times. But I experienced it all throughout my life. Brothers being killed, gunned down. So, you know, running the streets, got into a lot of different things. Spent some time in jail. And I was killed. My brother was killed when I was in jail. So that was my first experience with mental health because I was in my cell, no friends, no family, nothing like that. So they come and approach you and ask you, do you want to speak with somebody? Some little counseling or something like that. So, locked in the cell 23 hours a day. I said, it's going a little crazy. So I said, why not? So I went, had a little conversation with the therapist, and I felt relieved just having a conversation. It wasn't even about them really. They just gave me the ear to let me, air out what I wanted to air out, what I wanted to get off my chest. And that was my first encounter with mental health. Was speaking with someone, a therapist, mental health. And then as I was released from prison, you know, coming back into New Haven, into this environment, I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted revenge. I wanted to get the money. I wanted it all. I'm saying my mind state really didn't change too much. So caught another case after that. Went back to jail. You know, did 3 more years, then came home. At that time, while I spent those 3 years in jail, I started to read a lot. Education became a big thing in my life, and I think that's where I kind of found the foundation for my growth. Uh, so just that was a little bit about myself. So I just want to know anybody in the crowd, what do we feel like mental health is? Do we look at it in a way where going to see a therapist is wrong, or what do we think about mental health? What this because statistics say that 1 out of every 5 person goes through some type of mental health. So it's from small things to large things. So I just want to know a little bit about the crowd, how everybody feel. Anybody, want to speak about anything?
Maybe I have to call somebody out.
She want to say something. She want. She want to speak.
How you want to be able to overcome a situation, bro? Pass the ball to Mike right there. Want to pass the ball? Oh, we got
Blessings,
you.
bro. Blessings. So like basically like mental health, like I gained a lot of spirituality, like dealing with mental health, like just looking at different aspects of life. Basically, religion has a lot to do with it. Like regardless of what we say about religion, I take different aspects of everybody around the world, like Buddhism, the disciplines of my Muslim brothers, where it comes from, indigenous ways of how we respect nature. I basically took upon myself going to nature and like basically to their ancestors and basically like praying and basically spending a lot of time in nature. Learn a lot about the plants. Our body is made up of water, but we break down nutrients like mushrooms. So we like perfect creation. So learning about the human body kind of got me into nature to deal with mental health. You gotta know yourself before you do anything else. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Peace and blessings to you. We got one to the right over here.
And speak up on the mic too. Put the mic close. Yeah.
I think mental health is very important. A lot of people don't take it seriously, or they think there's something wrong with you, or it means you're crazy if you speak to a therapist. But that's also not the only type of therapy. Some people write music for therapy, or poetry, or they play an instrument, or they exercise because they channel that negative energy into whatever their niche is or their talent. But I think it's important to have the mental health to know how to regulate your emotions and not crash out every time something doesn't go your way. Because that's why a lot of people are locked up, because they were never taught that at an early age, and where a lot of people are put in an environment where that's normalized. So if you gotta learn better to do better, and it takes time, and if everyone around you is behaving in a certain way, that's how you're gonna behave until you learn better. So it is important to be aware of that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was definitely a word right there.